Let us see the question what is given here. In our case, what is given here? Here A is a set such that mod x is less than 2. That is a A set. And what is B set? Mod x minus 5 is less than or equal to 2. And C is nothing but mod x is greater than x. And D is nothing but mod x is less than x. If these are the four sets, we need to find what are the integral values of A union B. Integral values means what? What are the integers which is present in the set A union B. Similarly, for A intersection C and A intersection D. For proving this problem, for finding the values, what we need to do, first of all, we need to find what is the set A, what are the elements in set A, as well as in B, C, and D. For finding the elements in set A, B, C, let us do everything separately, right? So first of all, let us consider the set A. What is the set A? It is given x is such that mod x is less than 2. Okay. So if you remember, we have a one formula. What is the formula? If you have mod x is less than A, from this I can conclude that x is lies between positive A to negative A. Agree? So if you want, actually, you can apply this formula. If you feel like you did not understand, if you don't know this formula, I'll tell you how to do. Two process I'll let you know, right? So if I apply this method, so let me take it as a method number one. Okay. So from this, I can say that minus 2 is less than x, which is less than 2. Directly, we will be getting an answer. Agree? So now let us consider the second case. How directly? Because of the same formula here. What is the second case here? For the second case, we are having mod x is less than 2, right? What is the meaning of mod x is less than 2? Modulus function means what? It can be a negative, x can be a negative, or x can be a positive. Is it okay? So from this, I can take x is less than 2, or I can take it can be a negative also. No? This is nothing but minus x is less than 2, right? So we are having x is less than 2, or what we need to do? We need to take a x value so that we are having a minus is an extra term. Let us remove the minus here. For removing, what we need to do? We need to multiply with a negative sign on both the sides. If you multiply with a negative sign, obviously there is a change in the symbol. If you have a negative, it will become positive. If you have a positive, it will become negative, as well as less than will be changing into greater than, and greater than will be changing into the less than. You can see here, right? From this, what I can say, this one simply I can write it as minus 2 is less than x. From this and this, what we can say? We can say that minus 2 is less than x, which is less than 2 alone, right? So therefore, what are the elements in the set A? Set A, it will be what? X belongs to, see, they have only less than, but not less than or equals to. From this, I can conclude that x belongs to the interval minus 2 to 2. Are you getting my point? What are the elements in the set A, right? So now consider what are the elements in the set B here. So in our case, what is the B set they have given? They have given that x such that mod x is less than or equals to 2 in our case, right? So let us, I'll also do this in the two ways. Okay. So for your understanding sake, we are having mod x minus 5 is less than or equals to 2. So we know that whatever may be the x is less than a, we can say that it x, the completely this is our x, it is inside the modulus. Is it okay? This is a modulus, right? Minus 2 less than or equals to x minus 5 less than 2, right? So we know that we want only x value. For getting an x value, we need to remove the 5 which is there in this function, right? For removing, what we need to do? Simply add 5 on each and every side of the inequality. Is it okay? Because it's a first. We can add negative also. Okay. So from this, what I'll be getting? 5 minus 2 will be what? 3, which is less than or equals to. Simply, I can cancel what? Negative 5 and positive 5. Agree? So this will be x, which is less than or equals to 7. Agree? So from this, what I can say? This is the one value here. Agree? So if you are getting confusion in this way, means let me tell you this is the first way of proving. Let me show you how to prove in the second method. What is the second method? Let us consider. Modulus of, this is what? Mod x minus 5 is less than or equals to 2. Meaning is what? Mod can be positive. Let us take a positive here. Mod can be inside the mod. It can be a negative also. Is it okay? So what is this? If I send negative 5 to the other side, it will become positive. So x is less than or equals to 2 plus 5, which is 7. So you need to multiply with minus, which is nothing but minus 5 is less than. Less than will be what? It is changing into greater than. This will be greater than or equals to negative 2. Is it okay? From this I can say x is greater than or equals to minus 2 plus 5, which means x is greater than or equals to 3. Right? So what is the meaning here? This is nothing but 3 is less than or equals to x, less than or equals to 7, right? So how can I do? I can say that x belongs to 3 is included, so we need to take a closed interval, and 7 is also included, we need to take a closed interval. So if you get a doubt, ma'am, why you are taking open interval in this case and why you are taking closed interval in this case means I will let you know when to take open interval and when to take closed interval in the next video. You will understand easily the basics of that. Okay, yeah. For time being, try to remember for this if the people who don't know, right? Now let us consider. We have got the values of A set, B set. So now let us consider the C set. What is the C set here? X such that mod x is what? Greater than x, right? So what we can do? Let us, I think the two methods, two problems I have done with the two methods. So let us do this directly. Okay. So what we are having? Mod x is greater than x. What I will do? Let us take the positive things first. X is greater than x and negative things first. Is it okay? So x can be greater than x. Is it possible for us? Right? No, this is never possible. It can be, if you take negative values also, it is never true. If you take positive values also, it will be never true. So I think that we can't take always things greater than. Obviously, this is not true. From this, if I go on, what we will be getting? Let us multiply with negative side. X is less than minus x. Is it okay? If I send x to the other side, this will be what? Sorry, x plus x is less than 0, which means 2x is less than 0. I can say that x is less than 0. Agree? If you take any negative values, if you substitute in your equation, obviously it is going to satisfy. So if you want, let me give an example. If I take x is equals to negative 2, if you substitute here, what it will be? Mod of negative 2 will be what? Greater than negative 2 alone. Yes, if I take x, if you want, let me write it down. Mod of negative 2 will be what? Greater than 2, which is nothing but 2 negative 2. 2 is greater than minus 2. If I take positive 2, positive 2, if I take 2 is greater than 2, no, this is not true. That is the reason. What are the possible values of x? All the values of x which is less than 0. What is the here? I can say that x belongs to minus infinity to 0. These are the result values of x which will satisfy the given condition. Are you getting my point here? Any doubts up to here? Yeah. So now let us see the C set, which is the final set. What is the set C is given? X is such that mod x is less than x, right? So this also we can do directly. So mod x is less than x. So let us try. If I take any value here, now let us consider, for example, if I take x is equal to 0, is this going to satisfy 0 is less than 0? No, this is never true. If I take x is equals to negative 1, we can say that minus model of negative 1 is negative 1, which is 1 is less than 1. Is it true? This is never. If I take, let us take positive 2. This will be what? 2. Let us take 2 here. Yeah. So is 2 less than 2? 2 is less than 2. This is also never true. So here in this case, we want to get any element which will satisfy this condition. Are you getting my point? So from here, what I got? I got all the values of A, B, C, D. Okay. So first of all, let me write it down all the things here. What is the A set? A is nothing but x belongs to minus 2 to 2. Agree? Now let us consider the B set. What is B set here? X belongs to closed interval 3 to 7. Agree, which are closed. What about C set? C set is nothing but x belongs to open interval minus 0, minus infinity to 0, and D. D is nothing but what? X is equals to empty set, right? These are the values of A, B, C, D. So what is the first question given here? We need to find A union B. What are the integral values of that? Okay. Yeah, what we want to do, we need to do A union B. Let me change the color. The first one will be A union with the B set. What is A set here? A set, let us take in a number line. This will be very easy. So negative 2 to positive 2. I'll be drawing A with a green color. So they are telling all the 2 is not included, negative to positive 2. These are the values of X here. Agree? And what about the B set? Let us take a B set with the other color. Let us take a yellow color. Okay. If you feel like yellow is not visible, let us take a red here. What is B? B is nothing but 3 to 7. So 3 will be somewhere here and 7 will be somewhere here. Which in which both are not included. Whenever I take a hole which is filled with a color, that one is included. This is not filled. This is not included, right? Now tell me, what is the intersection? What is the union of these two things here? Union means what I can say? I can say that x belongs to minus 2 to 2 union with a closed interval 3 to 7. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So these are the values. What we want number of integral solutions, right? So number of integral solutions means number of integers in the given set. Is it okay? Yeah. So number of integers here are integral values. Is it okay? Let us count it here. How many are there? Minus 2 is not included. This will be minus 1, 1. So, okay, let us take 0, then 1. Should I take 2? No, because it's an open interval. Then I have a right to take a 3 because 3 is in the closed interval. This will be 3, again 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7 because 7 is included here. Are you getting my point? I am taking all the integers which is there in the resultant set. How many are there totally? Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 integral solutions. Are you getting my point? Any doubts up to here? Yeah. Now let us move on to the second question. What is the second question here? For A intersection C, we need to find out, right? So let me take A intersection with C. For this also, now take a number line. I'll be drawing A set with a blue color. A is what? Minus 2 to 2, which is not included. 2 and negative 2. And what is the C set here? C set I'll be taking with what? Green color. Sorry, red color, which means negative infinity is 0. So negative infinity will be somewhere here and 0 will be somewhere here. Both are not included. So I'll be taking this is the thing. What they are telling intersection. Intersection is common. These are the common area in which where you can see the both the lines here. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So now let us continue here. From this, what I can say? I can say that x belongs to minus 2 is included. No. Here it is not included. Here it is included. I want intersection of, so I won't include minus 2. That's the reason I'm taking open interval. And up to where? Up to 0. Where 0 is not included. Is it okay? So what is this? Minus 2 comma 0. How many number of integers are there in this case? Number of integral solutions. Yeah, you can count it. 2 is not, minus 2 is not included, so this then it will be 1 after negative 1, then after that 0, 0 is not included, so only one value, right? What is the answer? Only one here. You should not ask, ma'am, you have taken minus 1 here, 1 here, how this will be? This is what is the integer which is there in the intersection, that is negative 1. How many integers means only one integer. Is it okay? And the final thing, let us move on. What is that? A intersection with the D set, right? So now let me write it down. What is there in A and D? So A intersection with not B, it should be D. Yeah, D set, right? Take a number line here. We already know. What is there in A set? A is from negative 2 to 2, which are not included. And what is D? D is nothing but empty set. Nowhere there. So empty set does not belong to anywhere. So from this, obviously, intersection of any set with an empty set will be what? Always an empty set. Are you getting my point? Yeah. So now tell me, number of integral values are there in this? Number of integers here. Number of integers will be there. What are number? How many? Nothing is there. So answer will be what? 0. Are you getting my point? Yes. You just try to look into this problem. If you have any doubts, you can let me know. Okay? Yeah. Okay then. We'll meet on the next class. Thank you.